Hello, everybody. Sorry, we haven't been here for 2 weeks, so you might not remember who we are. We are the International Art Alliance, and I am here with, we were here with the lovely Julie, but she's super busy, so she won't be joining us today. She will be working on her beautiful coastal artwork from, where's she at again?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Thank you, people. Sorry. I've been in Hawaii for the past 2 weeks, so my brain is still on aloha time.
We can see your
So joining me today is Stephanie. She's all the way in Toronto, about 6 hours away from me. I'm near Montreal. Both of us are in Canada. On the other side of Canada, we have the beautiful Rose Williams. She's in Vancouver. Then if we go south just a little bit, we go to LA where we can see Ross. We cannot see Ross actually. So Ross is a mysterious bunch of numbers today.
He
Say hi, Ross.
Say hi, Ross.
Hi.
Then if we fly across the Pacific, we go to down under where we see the lovely Cheryl. Wave to a Cheryl. There she is. Behind her are her beautiful, one of her beautiful lily ponds that she just finished. And then if we go to the other side of the world, we go to Lara, who just released her new book today.
Yes.
She's all the way in England. Wave to us from England, Lara.
Sorry?
Wave to us from England. Alrighty, so we are the International Art Alliance, and you might not remember, but we are working on this amazing project together. It's called Palimpsest. Palimpsest is basically the traces of previous layers that.
He appeared.
So palimpsest is where the traces of previous layers are still visible underneath the consecutive layers that are added on top of it. So that really reflects our project. We are sending physical panels around the world and each adding layers to it. We will end up with a total of 14 paintings that have traveled around the world and have a total of 94 layers. So that's what we're working on. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we have been away for 2 weeks. The first week that I was in Hawaii, we had a little bit of an illness COVID issue. So we decided to cancel the show because I think about half of us were not feeling well. And then I was in Hawaii where I had literally no reception at all. So we decided to cancel that show. And then last week we had some technical difficulties. I had moved to Kauai from Maui and I had no reception there. And then Julie, her summer season is starting and she's a full-time artist. So she's working really hard and she wasn't able to run the the technical part from her end. So we ran into some technical issues.
We tried our best.
Back now. Yeah, we are back now.
We held up signs.
And we have a super duper busy program today. We have a lot of unboxings to do. So let's start with those. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Cheryl, take it away.
I was surprised to get this the other day, I think 2 days ago, which I suppose is your yesterday. And this one here, we talked about this one before when it was on the other side of the world. This one.
Ooh. Oh,
and this one here has had the addition of the dragonfly by Rose.
That is awesome. Wow. What did you use, Rose?
That's my iridescent watercolors.
Wow.
So that was with a really fine brush.
I saw a little bit of a shimmer there.
Yeah, with a really fine brush, that one there.
Fine brush, and it's sort of, I tried to echo some of that sort of delicate quality that Ross had included, and also to echo the shape of Lara's beautiful blue, abstract kind of shape. Yeah, so it's kind of reflecting the shape on purpose.
Yeah, I was thinking that the blue shapes were clouds. Yeah, how funny.
Well, if you turn it the other way, that the other way with the dragonfly, yeah, that was how, nope, the other, yeah, that way, that's how Julie had started the image.
Okay.
So there you see her
Okay.
sunrise over the marsh.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen it like you, Cheryl, in the other side.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Yeah,
Okay.
but it could go either way.
Lopsided.
But then if you look,
Yeah.
you see the Ross's high is over there in the sunrise.
Yes.
So the dragonfly is kind of like,
Yeah,
a
look.
companion to the high energy.
Okay.
Yes.
So this was actually a sunrise, not a sunset.
It was, if you read her thing again, it
Yeah.
says the sunlight,
Sunrise, no, it's okay.
the contrast between in that moment
Yeah, yeah.
when the sun hits above and the water is still dark, but
Yep.
the sky is lit. And then Lara had increased that idea with the dark and the light
Yep.
going on that Julie started. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
That is awesome. I love how this one is developing.
Yeah.
It almost looks like everything's emanating out of the center now.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
any way you put it, it's all coming from the center.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
still lots of space for the other artists to insert themselves in this.
Yeah.
Would you turn it the other way too, the way you started?
Because it's actually signed on the back. This is the way that it was signed.
That looks
That's
cool
all.
too. Like they both look cool.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about that way?
That works too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. That one really works as well, I think.
Looks like blue
Yeah,
me
trees or
too.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So you
Looks
you
like
can-
water.
Yeah.
this one
You
is
can
really
choose.
interesting, the way it can move around and we're all able to sort of insert ourselves.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to view it from above.
I
We'll
think we
stand
should
around it and look down.
we should mount it on a turntable.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so
Isn't
the
it-
viewer can choose.
Seriously,
Yeah.
a vertical turntable. That would be a
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool thing. Yeah.
You can have the option of if you do a certificate or whatever, you can say you can put it like this or we can mount it like that in many
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
ways.
we should actually give it like 4 mounting points so people can choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's developing in a really interesting way. I can't wait to see what you do with it.
Yeah. Do
Me
you have
neither.
any ideas yet, Cheryl? Having seen just the start, do you have any ideas yet? What you want to do with it?
I was actually, I was thinking about the white space, but I think it has to go to you, Denise, doesn't it? So I'm assuming that I was looking at the white space and I'm sort of thinking, I should really leave that for you.
Oh,
I was thinking,
you don't have to.
whatever, so that was a really interesting sort of a concept. So I was actually thinking about highlighting or maybe making the center portion a little bit more dominant. There's a lot of horizontal strokes. So I was actually thinking of bringing something vertical and thick into the middle so that it would attract your attention.
Cool.
So that's what I was thinking initially. I was just thinking with all the lines going in, I was just feeling that it needed something vertical because everything else is horizontal and thick.
Yeah.
Just as a
Interesting.
contrast. Anyway, we'll
Very
see what
cool. I'm excited to see it.
happens.
Very cool.
Okay, who's next?
I'll go. I
Ross, take it away.
haven't opened this at all. This
Okay.
is the first
Me
time I'm
too.
going to see it.
Me too.
Yes.
This is amazing. So I can already tell that there's some beautiful rose touch here, like the pieces of her the imprints from the press with the leaves that because she doesn't throw anything away as she's told us. And I'm not see, but there are these. Can you see the leaves parts that are left on these paper towels? And then here's this. Wow! Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I feel like I'm really unearthing something, literally unearthing it. It's got. Oh my gosh, this is extraordinary. Okay, I'm going to show you in a minute. This has got roses I don't know if it's paper towel. No, it's a handmade rice paper, or I can't tell. But anyways, look at this. This is, can you see this? It's got leaf prints and other marks, and oh my gosh, it's really amazing. And here is, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that one. That's nice.
Yeah, me too. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really developing, isn't it, you guys?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
getting
And
such-
that one is such a treat to open just by how you wrapped it, Rose. It's
It is.
such an, I loved it so much.
Mm-hmm.
love it. Oh my, look at all that's happening here. Boy, talk about having life, that it, how everybody's added something just so.
Can you remind me the step, which one was done with who? I don't remember.
I started.
Oh,
it
the
with
other, yeah.
leaves and the beetle.
You started,
Yeah, and then
sorry?
I started it with the leaves as
Yeah.
the collage, and I painted the
beetle.
beetle.
Yeah, and then I added the branch with the flowers on the top, and then I
Mhm.
sent it to Cheryl.
And then I put the
To
leaf
me. You sent it to
underneath.
me.
Oh, I sent it to
yes.
Stephanie. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
I
yeah.
put the hummingbird in.
Yeah, because I got it with the hummingbird, and then I put the leaf underneath the jewel beetle
Love
or the dung beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
love
you
that.
sent it, and then
It's so
Cheryl sent it to
perfect.
Julie, right?
Yeah, and she put the water drops.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
I don't know what what you can, what are you going to do? Oh my God, sorry. No, because it's perfect. It's balanced. It's so it would be very hard to add something here.
Indeed, and not only is the composition balanced in its shapes, but it's also like light and dark, right? Like how your eye can just move around through all parts of it and keeps going. It's so dynamic in that way.
I really
boy.
love how the dark parts in the leaf that Cheryl painted
Yes.
are sort of moving through in the dark parts of your print, Rose.
Yeah,
In the top there.
yeah, it's really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I think that this illustrates what is going to happen with all of them when we get to the last one or two last layers.
Mm.
Like this is going to be the same dilemma with all of them, right? Like, oh, this looks like it's finished, but I've got to do something. So
This one, you Ross has to send it to me.
You'll be the last one, Lara.
It's two of us.
I was counting. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
but
Aren't I
once
lucky?
again, we have to remember we have the written little passport that the little visa, travel visa
That's
Yes.
right.
that this image has been accumulating that does help us navigate somewhat,
Yeah.
right?
And
There's some of
also,
the work.
yeah, and also I think we have to keep in mind that we don't have to put something really large. Like those water droplets that Julie painted, they're a small addition, but they're very valuable in the
Yeah.
whole painting.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be so, you don't have to plamp something like really large in there. You can just
Yeah.
add something small.
Yeah. Or enhance something that's already there, or obscure
Exactly.
something that's already there, or, like, as we're talking, what is a palimpsest, right? Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
bits and pieces that some are left behind, some, whatever, like,
Yeah.
it's the life of the piece. It's the piece. It's what is demanded by the artwork, right? Like,
So do you have any ideas yet, Ross?
I do, for a
Yeah?
change.
Oh, wow. I love it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Well, I'm thinking, well, first of all, I couldn't really see this before, but I think these are Denise's marks from the blossom paintings, and it's got splatter work that's just really like, oh, I just love it. like, but so controlled. So I'm looking at the what did you call it, Cheryl?
I always call it a jewel beetle. But I
Jewel
remember
beetle.
we had a discussion with Rose. I always think that the iridescent beetles, I've always called them jewel beetles,
Yeah. That's
Jewel
as in a
pretty
jewel, because they're so, iridescent, but I don't know what.
I think I'd like to find something to, I don't know how, but to pop up the iridescence a little bit and make it a little bit more defined. So it's because it's got this, it's really showing that it's rounded, but I do a lot of line work, and I'm thinking, oh, if I just do a couple of little bits, that I could just bring up the roundness just a little bit more.
Do you know, Ross, that jewel beetles always, whenever I see them, there's always stacks of them, and they're often on the underside of leaves. And there's various trees here, and they come in like colonies. So
Wow.
that could,
Oh.
yeah. So they're never by themselves here. They're always like stacks of them, like on the tree, and they're all sort of different with their iridescency bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I should send you some photographs. I've probably got on my phone somewhere way back, but yeah.
Wonderful
Yeah.
as if you see this in real life, it has such charm and hand in it. Like you can really feel a lot, which I don't really think comes across in the camera. The camera seems to kind of just, bring up highlights and darks and kind of flattens everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the textures, it looks like
Yes.
roses textures that are undergirding everything, and the brushwork, it's just really something. I may not send it away. I might just hang it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I really like that one too.
The
Yeah,
plot
it's
thickens.
really exquisite.
All right, who's next?
Lara.
Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry because I didn't. Here is the I take from this part not to show the addresses. And I haven't seen it.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, the koi, yes. Oh, beautiful.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
Ooh,
That one's really coming
goldfish
together.
And koi. Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, it's a goldfish. Yes. Yes.
There's a goldfish darting behind the lily.
Yes. Oh, that's so.
yeah.
That is so cool.
Did you do that, Cheryl? The goldfish too?
No. That was who did the goldfish?
I guess it was Julie.
Julie. Yeah.
It must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's fantastic.
you did the koi, right, Cheryl?
No. I started it off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Cheryl started off.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Who did the koi?
And-
Julie.
Julie did the koi.
The koi and the goldfish then.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you did the
Lily.
lily pad, right, Stephanie?
Yes.
So this is then the fourth layer that's going on this one.
That's really cool.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Painting A. Yes, there are three
Yeah.
signature.
That is
Also-
so sweet.
Also for this one, to be honest, I don't know what I would add. I will read the
So no ideas yet.
note.
It's interesting having the three like really grounded representational painters hit it first, because the way it's developing, it's like, wow, did these guys like talk to each other or what?
I know. It's really coming together though.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Don't you
really
just love how different they all are?
Yeah.
I find it really interesting how each of them is really developing their own character.
So
Absolutely.
in the end, if
I'm
it'll
trying
be
to find
interesting.
the paper because there is a Cheryl. Okay. And Stephanie and Julie. Okay.
Okay.
Because in the end will be, I
Sorry.
guess, if we show them all together, it'll be interesting to see if there are any commonalities between the 7, if there are any commonalities in style or color or anything like that, right? Anything that
Subject
Yeah.
matter,
sort of-
yeah,
yeah, subject matter, anything that ties them all together. That'd be very interesting.
yeah, it's
Nice.
very cool the way this one is developing. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see it. Wow, do you have any ideas
Awesome.
at all, Laura?
No, at all. No, for me it would be I don't know what you can add here. I don't know. I think I need to read the purpose
Mhm.
and to find what I can give. But also
No,
here
just
it's not
dive
easy.
in.
And it's also only the 4th path, so step. So I can imagine also for this one how it would be difficult at the end to add something.
Whatever it is,
No.
I know it's going to be brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some clouds in it, reflect the
Yeah.
sky in it or something like that. I don't know. Just do anything. Don't bother reading. Just do it. Just dive in.
No, I think that reading is really important because all of reading because 7 painting that took different paths. So it's and each path is determined by the first path. So it's like a metaphor from life. It depends where you go and how you
Skills.
develop
Yeah.
your life. It's like
No,
a
just dive in.
choice.
Come on, dive in. Treat it like an amusement park. Come on, just go for a ride.
Yeah.
Can't wait
That's
to see
awesome.
what you're doing there, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of, there's always like, I always sort of look at a loaf of bread and I think, cut it like this, but what would happen if I did it like that? Or maybe I can do it diagonal. I don't know.
Yeah. Why
Just
not?
get ways to have
Really,
all
really
these-
long slices of bread.
Yeah.
Mess with the OCD people. That's what you do.
But then you can invent a new toaster, right? A special toaster.
Yeah. Who needs a toaster? You just do it on barbecue. She's in Australia. They do everything on barbecue, right?
All right. Do we have one more painting?
We
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
Got one.
great.
I also haven't opened this yet. It just came from Ross. And I have no, like I said, I've been away for 2 weeks, so I have no clue which one this is. Let's see. Ooh. It comes with a card. I love it. I'm gonna have to study this.
Dum dum dum.
You've been narrating this, right? Sorry, I'm just so absorbed in opening this. I see lots of text. Ooh, oh wow. You can't see it yet, but I can. This is awesome. Oh, I love what you did, Ross. This is awesome.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Did you put those flames in the back?
I put
And
the
look at these little marks.
I
And
put
in
the
the eye as well.
blue and some other echoed colors around.
It's starting to look like a stained glass window, like to have
Beautiful.
that kind of light. Oh, that's so
Look at her
cool.
eye. Wow. That is great.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I love these little flecks here in the corner
Me
too.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful,
The
Ross.
textures are incredible on this. I love it.
I love that.
So is the texture real, or is it painted on the black with the blue? Or the dark going into the blue? Is that textured? Is that the shadows forming?
Which
or
one?
is it down the bottom with the cerulean or the phthalo blue?
Oh,
Well, there's the greenish is a paper layer that Rose added.
Okay,
So
so
there's
it is
a
real
little bit of
texture.
texture there.
Okay.
okay.
And
Yep,
then there's
yep.
a very distinct,
Texture.
I think,
paint.
pastel texture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these red dots, it looks almost like they're lying on top of the paper. They're nice and thick.
Yeah.
That's paint, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. it's
Okay.
beautiful.
Like fluorescent paint? Looks like fluorescent pink almost.
Yeah,
Some
it
of it's
is very fluorescent.
some of it's not fluorescent, pastel.
So Lara, what was the concept? Where did you start with this? Lara, your thoughts?
I think because I don't remember what I wrote at the beginning, and I think it was about the stage of transformation, because I took my daughter. If you have it, if you can
Yeah,
read it.
yeah, I know your daughter.
So you
Yeah.
remind me.
I can remind you, just one sec. Because Julie sent a message and Julie is still running the tag in the background.
Oh,
So I want to make sure.
Because
We'll be live a
time.
little bit longer today because Julie has a little bit of a conflict with coming back and stopping the live. So I think we'll be running a little bit late.
okay.
Well,
But
Well,
that's
making
okay
up for
because
lost
we've been
time.
away for 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
yes, I can read this a little bit. It says transformation is necessary for evolution. We must change to adapt to new realities. This has been a year of profound change for me. At first, it was like having fallen into an abyss. In just one day, my whole life had taken another course. What was certain had become unstable. I was desperate, felt lost, cancelled. Then something clicked and I tried to see the light, the motivation in what was happening. I could try to use it to my advantage, grow, regain my strength, and above all, not see myself as a victim. The first help was given to me by my children because I wanted to be an example, to make them understand that whatever happens, you have to face it openly. To represent the transformation, I therefore used the face of my 15-year-old daughter. It is partially obscured because there's always a part of us that we do not know. We need darkness to see the light. If everything were light, we will not distinguish the differences. And from this darkness, we can start, as if we were at point zero, a new beginning, where we decide what kind of protagonist we want to be in our own personal story.
Yeah.
Lara, but I
Very
can't believe
poignant.
that I find it hard to believe that your first language is not English. You write so
Yes.
well. You really do.
But no, I write in Italian and then I translate it on English and then I adjust the words for how they sound, because I like to feel the sound of the words.
Well, you do it really well because it sounds it's better written than many English speaking people.
Yes.
So
Yes, and that's
Thank
why I
you.
was so touched when I first opened it, and I was like, "Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
my
Denise,
boy,
do you have any
you know,
ideas?
going into manhood, you know," and I was like, "Oh."
Do you have any ideas, Denise? Do you have any
Sorry?
ideas?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking, seeing this at first glance and not having read any of the other things that people wrote.
Yeah, what's your
I'm
first
thinking
input?
it needs a little bit of texture in the top here because it's a little flat there. But that's just from an artistic point of view, and that has nothing to do with any like
Reading.
underlying ideas or reading. So that might completely change.
So it goes so you'll have it and then you'll send it to me, or who hasn't? I haven't had
let
that
me
one.
I haven't seen it yet
see.
either. It's either you or me.
It is painting C. It is going to Stephanie.
Okay.
I'm sending everything to Stephanie. for
So
some
do I
reason.
get it last?
No pressure.
Do I get it last?
No, you'll get it after Stephanie, and then Julie gets it last.
Okay. Okay.
So it's gonna be interesting. I'm sure. I'm excited though to get going. It's
Yeah, I like the idea of it almost like having lace on it and lace and inside the lace you've also got, I was thinking of doing something with each one of us. You know, our doing a turn dropout like Lara's daughter, but each one of us and putting it in the lace and layering it over or something.
oh wow.
You know, that sort of a tone drop out of each one of us. I mean, that's what I was sort of looking at. I kind of like that whole idea of the fire too, because fire is really interesting, don't you think?
Yes.
Fire is so really
Yeah,
I
interesting.
love fire.
I mean, don't you
Yeah,
love
me
burning?
too.
I mean, don't you?
Well, it's
Don't you love to go to
transformative.
hell? I mean, come on, you know. All
It is
that
awesome.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire is so interesting too. And that could be a really interesting thing too, with the fire and the flames and the images of people and layering it back. Smoke could even work in it too.
Yes,
Yeah.
that could work there. Wow. Right.
So since we are running a little bit longer, I wanted to do a quick look around to see where everybody's at, if there's any paintings that are still being worked on or are on their way or have just been sent. So Stephanie, we haven't heard from you yet. What have you been up to?
Because I have nothing to show. I don't have any paintings with me, and I'm not sending any out or anything like that. I'm just
What's
waiting.
the last one you worked on?
It might have been the Cheryl's. It might have been the the lily pond.
The lily pond. So let's see. That's
I have this one.
I'm
I
trying
think
to.
I still need 3.
out.
I still have to paint on 3 of them.
This
Okay.
one.
Ross's, Lara's, and Julie's. Yeah, that one I meant. Yeah.
Ross's, Lara's, and Julie. So Ross's, you're the second to last. This one you'll get after me. So that's probably the next one you'll
Yes.
get.
Okay.
And then for Julie's painting, you're last in line.
It'll serve me right for painting a hand.
Oh, I think
How's that one
yeah,
going?
that guy.
How's the hand one going? Where's it?
So
Oh,
now
It's
sorry,
here.
I'm sorry.
That's a tough one, isn't it? What have you got on that? What are your ideas?
But what I'm going to do is something with fingerprints.
Oh,
Nice.
that's smart.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
But I have to do it in a way that's not going to. Why is my number coming up instead of my face now? I don't know. But I've got to do it in a way that's going to be, like lyrical and rhythmic with the whole piece, because, I can't just. I just don't want to do it like this big freaking graphic block, like right in there. It's got to have a sense of the whole about has like these rhythms of, to me, like the hands like this and it holds like this. So I look at it like every day for a long and I don't like any of my sketches so far, but I do like the idea of the fingerprints.
Yeah,
So
I like that idea too.
at least rest assured that it's going to be okay. I was going to say something good. No, that it's going to be interesting. It's going to not be ruined. That's what I mean to say.
What? Sorry, pardon me?
That it will not have been ruined.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be fine. Okay, Rose. Just quickly, because I just heard that Julie is back, so we have like 5 minutes.
I haven't received anything since the one where I added the dragonfly,
Okay.
the one that Julie started.
With Cheryl now.
Yeah, it's with Cheryl.
Awesome. And
So-
Cheryl's working on the dragonfly one, and Lara has one to work on, and Ross has one to work on.
Lily pond.
Awesome. Very
Yeah.
cool. So maybe by next week we'll have some new pieces that are making their way around, or we'll have worked on some layers. Maybe we'll see. We
And then
don't
we're
know
on a
yet.
Podcast.
Oh yes, we're on a podcast. I forgot about that. I should mention that. Yes, we are going to be, each one of us in consecutive weeks are going to be interviewed by the wonderful, lovely Kate Taylor. She's a fellow artist that is residing in Toronto. And I think Stephanie is going to be the first one up. You're
Yeah,
on
next
June
Thursday.
2nd, right?
Next Thursday, June 2nd at 11 a.m. on Kate Taylor Art Instagram channel.
Yes. We will be posting about that on the Facebooks and the Instagrams and everything. And I am going to be next up, I think. I think I'm on June 15th, maybe.
Then
Not
I'm
100% sure.
yeah, and then I'm on the 23rd. Sorry, but remember I'm a day in the future. So you're 22nd,
Right.
and I'll be on your
Yeah.
23rd.
But we'll post a schedule for that. And of course, thank you to the lovely Kate for having all of us on her podcast. This is going to be great. She's a really, really great interviewer. So we're super excited to be talking to her and getting a little bit more in depth about everything. So that's exciting. Also, on a technical note, because we had some technical issues in the past, we are going to move some stuff around, which means that starting next week, we will no longer be streaming live on YouTube. We will, however, record everything and upload it to YouTube later, so you can still watch it there. But for the live, you're really going to have to join us on Facebook, just because we want to make sure that in the future, we do not run into the same technical issues again. So hopefully starting next week, we will be live every week from then on. Unless all of us get sick, and then
No.
let's hope that doesn't happen.
It won't.
Not all at the same time.
No.
Alrighty, I think that's it for us this week. If you guys have any questions for any of us in the meantime, please post them in the comments, and we will see you again right here at this channel next week at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Alrighty, bye.
Bye.